the real question isn't, is fasting bad for you? The real question is, why aren't more people doing it? So how do we start fasting safely? I adjust my approach for fasting myself all the time. Sometimes I'll have a 24-hour Monday fast. On Tuesday, I'll do an 18-hour fast. On Wednesday, I'll do an 18-hour fast. But then by Thursday, my body's telling me that I need to eat more nutrient-dense foods. Welcome to the Freedom Health Show. I'm Dr. Matt Gianforte, and today I want to challenge your thinking a little bit about something that might just change the way you approach your health. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you didn't eat for an extended period, okay? And I'm not talking about just skipping a meal when you're busy. I mean intentionally giving your body a break from food. Think about this. Why is it we live in a world where we have to eat every couple hours is considered normal, but fasting is something that humans have done for thousands of years, and it's seen as dangerous or extreme or even unhealthy, right? We've been conditioned to believe that if we don't eat, our blood sugars are going to crash, our metabolism will slow down, our hormones will spiral out of control. But what if the exact opposite is actually true? What if fasting, when done correctly, could improve your metabolism, balance your hormones, and help your body heal in ways that no medication could ever? Today, we're going to dive into the science behind fasting, its effects on hormones, and whether or not fasting is something you should do. So let's jump in and let's break this down scientifically. Fasting isn't just about skipping meals. It's actually about how your body adapts when food isn't consistently coming in. The biggest concern people have is whether fasting messes with hormones, particularly cortisol, thyroid function, and reproductive hormones. And the truth is, fasting does impact hormones, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Fasting activates a process called hormesis, a mild stress that actually makes the body stronger. Think of it like exercise. When you lift weights, you create micro stresses in your muscles, but over time, that stress builds strength. Fasting does the same thing for your metabolism and hormonal balance. One of the biggest fears is cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. Yes, fasting raises cortisol levels, but this is a natural response to the body to help the body maintain blood sugar and energy production. The key isn't to eliminate cortisol, it's to balance it. Fasting also increases human growth hormone, which counteracts the negative side effects of cortisol by helping with fat metabolism, muscle preservation, and cellular repair. Another concern I'll often hear is thyroid health. Some people worry that fasting slows down the thyroid, but this is usually only issue when fasting is combined with chronic stress or over-exercising or under-eating for long periods of time. For most people, incorporating intermittent fasting or short-term fasting actually supports a more efficient metabolism and better hormone signaling for your body. For women, fasting can impact estrogen and progesterone balance, which is why women tend to do better with a modified fasting approach, shorter fasting windows, and not fasting every single day. So fasting does change hormones, but the key is how you approach it and whether you're supporting your body properly. So what are the benefits of fasting? Let's talk about that and why fasting is gaining so much attention and why so many people are experiencing incredible health transformations with it, okay? So first, fasting improves insulin sensitivity. In a world where insulin resistance is like driving obesity, diabetes, metabolic disease, fasting helps us reset our body's relationship with food, allowing insulin levels to drop and cells to become more responsive again. Fasting also enhances brain function. Research shows that fasting increases BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. It's a protein that supports memory, learning, and cognitive function. Many people who fast report improved mental clarity, focus, and even mood stability. Third, fasting helps with fat loss and muscle preservation. You see, when insulin levels drop, growth hormone levels rise, and the body shifts from storing fat to burning it for energy. The biggest myth is that fasting burns muscle. The opposite is true. It actually helps to maintain lean muscle mass while reducing body fat. Fasting also reduces inflammation, which is a major driver of chronic disease like heart disease, diabetes, and autoimmune conditions. By giving your digestive system a break, fasting allows your body to focus on cellular repair, detoxification, and reduced inflammatory markers. And lastly, fasting can support longevity and slow aging. Studies on fasting and caloric restriction have shown to increase lifespan, better mitochondrial function, and improve cellular health. So the real question isn't, is fasting bad for you? The real question is, why aren't more people doing it? So how do we start fasting safely? So if you're new to fasting, don't overcomplicate it. Start simple. Try a 12 to 14 hour overnight fast. This can mean eating dinner at 7 and not eating again until 9 a.m. to have your breakfast. If that feels good and it works for you, then work your way up to a 16-hour fast a few times per week. If you're a woman, you may find that fasting every other day or for shorter periods like 14 to 16 hours, it works better for your hormones. The key is to listen to your body. If fasting makes you feel energized, clear head, and balanced, you're on the right track. If you feel exhausted, irritable, like your hormones are out of whack, you may need to adjust your approach. I do this all the time for myself. I adjust my approach for fasting myself all the time. Sometimes I'll have a 24-hour Monday fast, and then on Tuesday, I'll do an 18-hour fast. On Wednesday, I'll do an 18-hour fast. But then by Thursday, my body's telling me that I need to eat more nutrient-dense foods. And so I do that, and then I'll eat more throughout the weekend. Sometimes I don't do a 24-hour fast on Mondays, and I'll just do several 16 and 18-hour fasts. But still, by Friday, I may be eating more food to help fill my body up and kind of rejuvenate what I've been doing over the week. But I will tell you, when my mind is focused and my mind is clear, I keep that fast going because I know I'm in the right fasting mode for that day. So it's all about remembering that fasting is just a tool. It's not a punishment. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about giving your body a break that it needs in order to function optimally. So if you've been on the fence about fasting, I encourage you to try it. See how your body responds, experiment with different fasting windows, and use it as a tool to support your overall health. If today's episode got you thinking and you want more health information and you're really trying to take control of your health, subscribe to the Freedom Health Show on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. I don't want you to miss any episodes because I'm always giving little tips and tricks. Visit us on LifeWorksKC.com for more resources. Get on our email list. Look at our articles on there because they're here to educate you so you can start taking better steps to your health. Of course, always follow me on social media for daily health tips and strategies. Until next time, manage your health. Don't just doctor your sickness.